Mr. Irontrader, it is hump day, which means it is crude day. Now, yesterday, the API report came out on the old crude ski there, and wow, crude had a build of 5 million barrels. Gasoline had a build of 5.4 million barrels. Distillates had a nice draw of 7 million barrels, and Cushing had a build of 0.1 million. Now, the EIA report on crude will be out today at 10:30. We'll see if it all confirms. Okay, so let's just see. As usual here, we're going to take a look here at Bitcoin, at crude oil, and at natural gas. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy or sell any stock, not ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have Bitcoin, your daily chart here. Now, let's just see what's going on here. Now, we had this nice bottoming tail here, and yesterday, though, we had this big sell-off here, which was not very, very good because we went right into that 8-day. You see where actually we put that bottoming tail, and where did we go? Above the 50, 21-day, 8 days stopped it cold. Next day, same thing, and it came all the way. That's why I always stress how important that 8-day is here to see, and this is why you trade the charts. Now, so far today, we have what is an inside day, which is basically your high and low is within the inside of yesterday's high and low, but now it's only, 6:30 in the morning. So we got plenty of time here. Now, let's take a look at the upside. You can see where it went up to the 50-day, but so far we're still below it. So this is going to be a big resistance. This is 99,337, okay? And then your next level there is going to be 100,869. And then we have that 8-day sitting at 101,444. Now, you can see how this 8-day is starting to roll over. And if it crosses below that 21-day, see, then this is what you get, okay? Now, I'm not saying it's going to fall off the map, but you never want to see that. You really want to have this 8-day hook down and maybe possibly go right back up here again. So that's what you're going to be watching here today on resistance, that 99,337, and then that 21-day, the 108.65, and then that 8-day is going to be very, very key. Now, again, if we can get above that 8-day, then we'll go to yesterday's high, looking at 102.635 level. Then we just follow these candles right on up here, 103.870. We have 104.920. Then we come up here at 106.570, and then we have your recent high here at 106.945 level. But you can see here again how many times I always pointed out. Just look to the left of this candle here. Okay, follow my line right across. See it hit. That's very, very strong resistance. Okay, so that's what you always got to just remember. Okay, but now, on the downside here, what we're watching is yesterday's low. That's going to be very, very key. You really want to stay above that and close above that. Okay, so yesterday's low, we had 97.035 level, and then we'll come right down here. You had 97.650 here, so we actually had a lower low than what this candle was. So then what we'll do is we're looking over here to 96.855, and then we have 94.550. We'll come to the bottom there at that 92.350, and then your big retest is 89.525. Now remember, with these big numbers, it can move real quick here. So let's just see how this all shakes out. Now, what they're trying to do, I guess, is not only just make this like almost like a reserve kind of situation with the Bitcoin here. So I mean, this is a good trading thing. I think that 25 is going to be a really good year here for the old Bitcoin. The key is you got to get above that 8-day, that 21-day, and that 50-day, 21-day, and that 8-day. Because if you can't, it's going to go sideways to down. So anytime when you see this price below that 8-day, this is what happens. It goes into it and it fights it the whole way until you can get back above it, like we had here. Okay, so this is a perfect example. See what went into it, okay, into it, and finally, even though it spiked above, it couldn't get above till the following day, okay, and then once you get above, then you can, it can rally up here very nicely, but it's got to get above those key simple moving averages. So that's what you want to watch today, that 50, that 21-day, and that 8-day on the upside. And on the downside, just watch yesterday's low. That's going to be very key. If that's lost here, then we can just follow these candles all the way down until we get that retest at 89.525, and then we'd have to see what the reaction is once we get there. Okay, now 47 here, that can go either direction here. Your green below your red here, that's not showing very well here. That's showing there's momentum there, and it's to the downside, and you can see how that's kind of like a rolling situation. Okay, let's take a look here now at crude oil and natural gas. Okay, here we have crude oil. Now, the numbers you can see here did not come out very good. There was huge builds right across the old board, which is going to be great because gasoline should be a lot cheaper then, and the price will be coming down. Now, here's another perfect example of, say, look at where this candle went. This is when they thought they were going to throw the tariffs on here, and it was like a bump. He got it all negotiated and came right on down. Now, you can see where it went through 200-day, 21-day stopped it cold, came all the way down. Now, yesterday, we had this bottoming tail. And basically, this was on the China news, where they put T-Man put that 10% tariffs on China, and China didn't want to negotiate. They retaliated, so we're going to put tariffs on you. And then the old, crude oil rolls up here nicely. But where did it go? Right into that 8-day. Okay, look at this. See, if you already know where it's going, how much money could you make? Okay, same way with this. Now today, okay, where do we go? Right into that 8-day. All right. So now we're trading here realistically between this 50-day at 72 and that 8-day at 73.02. Now again, if we can get above that 8-day, say you just have something there and it just cracks right on up here. Okay, then what we're going to do is you're going to watch the top of this yesterday's candle, 73.35. Then we'll come on top of this candle here, looking at 73.84. Then we can come all the way to the top of this candle, 74.31. But this is what your target is that 74.61. That's your 200-day, and then we have your 21-day at 74.99 right above it. So if you crack that 8-day, watch for the 200-day, watch for the 21-day. That is your upside target. Okay. Now, if we lose this 50-day, which looks like we're maybe about to, okay, 72, then this is going to be your target. It's going to be right here. It's going to be that 71.31. That's going to be a 100-day. And then we're going to look at yesterday's low, which is basically 70.67. Now, if we start losing all these levels here, okay, see, now if you take 70.67, all we have to do is just look at the top of these candles here, okay, right there. See that 670? This look how many times that it hit it. See, that's your good support level. But then we can lose that. You're going to come down to the bottom here at 70.12. And then we're going to come down to this level here, 69.44. And then even 68.59. And then all the way down 68.42. And I remember T-Man does not like 70, 80, 90, $100 oil. He wants that $50, $60 oil. And it looks like he just might get it. So, I got a short going here. And then yesterday I just scalped that long. Okay, lucky I was right in front of that computer at the time, and I was watching other things, and all of a sudden I seen that the news come out there, and I said, "Oh shit, I got to get into that UCO," and it was a nice scalp, and I boom sold it right into the 8-day. Okay, because if it can't, 8-day is very strong, you can't get through it. You're not going higher. It's just that simple. So for today, trade this 50-day on the downside, okay? And then if that's lost, we'll look right to that 100-day at that 71, let me get it for you, 71.31, and then we just look at yesterday's low at that 70.67. Upside, the 8 days, everything, you get above that, then we're going to be headed right for that 200-day, possibly 21-day. Okay, very simple. Now, this here, nowhere near overbought. Oversold conditions. Plenty of room on the downside. Same way with this, your green below your red. That shows you totally negative, just like we had here. So when we had that green above the red, see how nice that is? That shows momentum to the upside. Below it, you fight that 8-day the whole way. Okay, natty gas, same thing. Look at that. See the 8-day? Boom. Okay, nice. Right into it. So far, nothing. Okay, now we have this series of lower lows. Okay, so far today we put in low at 3.16 level here. There's your gap, and then we looked here to 3.11. There's your fill. Okay, gap, fill, that 311, that's your next support. And then we come out here, 3.07, and then you retest at 299 level here. Okay, so on the downside, all you want to do is watch that gap, 311, and then next level is going to be that 307, and then the retest of 299. That's your downside. Upside, this 8 days, everything. Okay, you have to get above that. If you can't get above that 326, then we'll come top of here. Okay, 3.35. We'll come to the top of there, 3.40, and then we have your 50-day at 3.51. Pretty simple, clear, total roadmap. Okay, just watch that 8-day. You can get above it, then we just follow the candles up until you hit the 50-day. You get above that 50-day, then we come right to the bottom of this candle here, 3.60, and then we head right for that 21-day. 3.66. We can't get above that 8-day. You're not going there, and you're not going there. Okay. So right now we have a sideways to down action. So just watch that 100-day, and watch the bottom of that 299, that retest. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here at midday trading. We'll take a look at Bitcoin, crude oil, natural gas. Then we throw something else in the mix. Now, just a quick comment here. Google came out with their numbers yesterday. Wow, they stuck it up. I thought they're going to have like a blowout number kind of situation, but I dumped it out there in aftermarket. on my trading position there. They didn't do very good there. So again, you're going to have a pile of earnings again after the bell today. So always keep that in mind here. You're in the midst of earnings season. Now, if you're trading Kava, that's that Mediterranean restaurant deal. Theirs coming out on the 24th, and Nvidia's coming out there on the 26th. And it looks like Nvidia's getting a little bit of action there today. So maybe we can do a little trading in that. There's always something to trade, long and short. That's just how this works. All right, trade what's in front of you. Now, if you want.